So today we have an interview with Trader Saket. Now, I've known Saket for now a couple of years, and I've seen his growth personally since when he first got into prop firms and to where he is now. Now, as of this recording, he's actually a 30K funded trader. When we did the interview, he only just passed his 5K account, but now he's also passed a 25K account and now is funded with 30K. So we're going to jump in and we're going to have a look at his dashboard. But in this interview, you're really going to understand who Saket is. You're going to understand his journey from where he was losing money and even had to take out loans and things like that just to find himself in a place that he is now. And he's going to give some tips and tricks for some of the other traders that maybe are in that particular position and want to find consistency in their trading as well. So let's jump into his dashboard and then we'll jump into the interview. So here you can see this is one of his accounts. This is his first step. And what I like about Saket and his trading is that he's very, very, very precise. Now, he's looking for those sniper entries. He's trying to get the exact moment that it's actually moving. And in this case, gold, he doesn't take a lot of trades, but he's trying to get that pinpoint area. So when the market moves, he's on the right side. Now, you can see in his first challenge, in his first stage, he actually lost 3 trades in a row. But that's why he didn't continue to revenge trade or do anything like that. He just waited for another time 5 days after till he got the opportunity to get back in. And you can see that was the trade that made over $3,000 in profit. Now here we can see his second stage and you can see this win rate was 100%. And again, he just looked for very specific trades. He had trade on November the 27th where he made 382. And then he had a trade on December the 1st, nearly a week after, that made him nearly 900 and got him to the target. So this is going to be a really good interview because it's going to show how he likes to get into his gold trades. And he's also going to go through his mindset and things like that as well. So let's get into it. So Saket FX, how's everything going?
Everything is going great, and I'm so excited for especially this interview in my trading, journey.
This is a big milestone, and the reason why it's a big milestone is because I remember speaking to you maybe a year or a year and a half ago when we were both trading in different firms. We were in an old firm, and I went on live, and you jumped on, and we started having a conversation. And since then, you have been non-stop getting funding, payouts everywhere from loads of different companies. And now you're a funded trader with FundingRock. It wasn't as easy going as everybody thought. You had some ups and downs, but you passed, and now you're $25,000 funded trader, and you did it in a fantastic fashion. And we'll talk about that later. But first of all, I want people to know who Saket is, how you got into trading, and how you got to be in the place that you are today. So let's start with that. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Saket.
So basically, my trading journey started when COVID was happening. I was working in a social media agency, and apart from that, I was running my own dance school where I was teaching around 50 students per month. So COVID happened, everything was collapsing, and one of my friend was working in Dubai. The story here is so different. Usually, what people do, they will shift from their hometown country to Dubai for a better lifestyle, and my friend was working in Dubai in a stable job. He came back to his hometown India after doing good in trading. So that was so inspiring for me. I thought that in my space, in my area, so many people are leaving their loved ones, their family, and then shifting into new country for work. And my
Yeah.
friend just moved back to his loved ones from doing something which I never heard what is trading and how I can do the same. And my friend, he was also with me in college. He was also with me in school. We was knowing each other since almost 8 years. So he introduced me trading. He was teaching me some basic stuff, how to take entry, what software we have to use, what is, basic trading strategies. I reached out to him, and after 2 3 weeks in his home, in his trading setup, I learned so many things. And 1 January 2022, that's the exact date when I made my own trading setup in my room where I was living in, uh, 1 year back. And I started my trading journey. And after that, I passed $50,000 challenge in just 3 months. And in 2022, passing prof firm was like cracking a tough exam, because there was 30 days limit. You have to complete the phase 1 challenge in 30 days, and I passed phase 1 and phase 2 in 30 days both. So Profam was, so shocked that how he did it, and my accuracy was around 95%, because what I was doing in 30-minute time frame, I was waiting for a breakout, and then next candle will tap the zone and then flip, and I will take an entry on
Mm.
flip, 10 pips stop loss, 15 pips TP, and I was doing the same thing every pre-London session.
Yep.
But the firm did what they did. I was taking, 5 lots on $50,000 challenge, because at that time there was no restrictions on leverage or lot size. So I
Mhm.
was taking 3 or 5 lots on my $50,000 account. What they did, they reduced my leverage without informing me from 5 lot to 0.30 cents. And that was so disturbing for me, that how I will plan my trading now. I was taking 3 lots, and then I was not able to take payout, and I breached that account. And after that, there was, in my mind, that I have to make money, because before starting all this trading, I already made around $15,000 from that social media agency work. I was
Mm.
managing around 500 YouTubers and Instagram in that agency. On monthly basis, I am giving them brand promotion as a middleman. So I already felt that, luxury money, because $15,000 in India making in 1 year is a big milestone. So I already felt that, luxury lifestyle. So I was not comfortable with, 200 or $300 profits. And you know that first year, even two $300 making profit is no joke. So there was a, pressure for me to make back to back money, because my lifestyle was that. And I lost around 15 to $20,000 in first year, chasing hype, chasing signals, chasing fake gurus, chasing, shortcuts. And after losing 15,000 entire saving, I took so many loans from different banks. And then my partner was with me. She was discussing me that every time you are purchasing 50,000 100K accounts, why you are purchasing big account when you are not able to pass even a small 5K challenge. And that thing was, a really inspirational thing in my trading journey. My partner told me, she is not into trading, but what she told is actually what I, share with my all followers. If you are not able to pass 5K challenge, if you are not able to trade on $100, personal capital, you cannot make big money in any, bigger funded account or personal account. So I took a step back. 6 months, what I was doing, I opened my broker account where I deposited $100 only. And 6 months, I was trading in that broker account with prop firm rules. First,
Mm.
I don't have to lose 5%, I don't have to lose 10%. And every time I was trying to make 8% and 10%, 8% and 5%, accordingly the prop firm, phase 1 phase 2 targets. So I did that exact 6 month continuously. And after that, I started my journey with $30, because before that, my partner, she is a government teacher in a army public school, a military school. And she made make around, $500 monthly, and she gave her own, 5,000 $6,000 to me from her savings. And I already blew, 4,000 $5,000, in her saving, whatever she gave me. We were, about to go bankrupt last year, August. All the loans were there, all the debts were there. And I started with a 5K challenge. I invested $30 only with 5K challenge in a company. And luckily all the hard work paid off. With that 5K, I withdrew my first payout, which was only $46. I
Mm.
invested that amount to next challenges, and then I started trading other companies. And you will not believe that with that 5K challenge with that 60 $46 payout, whatever I am right now, I have took almost 50 payouts in different companies. I passed 100K as well in my trading journey from 5K challenge, and all because that 6 month I gave in personal capital, all because with slow process from 5K to 10K to 25K to 50K to 100K, from $46 payouts to $100 and then 500 and then 1000, and my max payout right now is around $1700.
That's a big journey,
Yeah.
and that's a lot of ups and downs. And I don't think people realize when they're going through the hard part of this journey, and everybody goes through this journey. Every trader goes through these ups and then they go through these big downs. And it's how you react to the downs that makes you into the trader that you are today. How did you feel when you were in that low point? Because losing all of that money and then having the stress of using other people's money to make this dream work, how did that make you feel? And how eventually did you just get out of that slump and actually start making progress with your trading?
So basically, that is really difficult question, because when I lost everything I made in entire year with working like 12, 14 hours in a company, I lost everything in 1 year, and then after that I took almost $4 to $5,000 loans from the banks, and I also took money from my partner. Every night I was, whenever I was going to sleep, I was crying in my bed. That's like emotional, but it's reality. I was crying, I was thinking that what I am doing, how I am going to recover from all these, because that's the stage where people forget that they will recover, but they lost, they will easily lose their whole life. They will not continue their life in this situation. My partner was there. She is the only reason. I always tell this proudly. She is the only reason. She supported me every time whenever I was sad, I was taking tension, I was in depression. My partner was there. She was working her job, and almost 80% of his income was going into my trading. Every time she was supporting me, she was believing in me more than myself. I lost completely myself when I lost everything. She was there and she told me that I believe in you and you will do this, and just improve yourself. And there was a time when I do back testing whole night on my charts, and she was there with me in my video call, because we were living in different cities. She was living around 800 kilometers from my city, so she was with me in video call and I was here doing back testing. So all this stuff's like, it's like a movie for me. And all the hard work, I never gave up. I will cry in the night, but next morning I will be ready on my setup with new fresh mindset, new believe that I will do that. And everything changed. Whatever I lost in 3 years, I made in 3 months. It's reality. When people say that you will make 3 years of loss in 1 month, that's reality. But that 1 month will take 3 months, 3 years of 4 years of pain and struggle. Then you will make life changing money.
What was the switch then? What happened? What part of your mindset, was it a strategy issue? Was it a mindset issue? What was the thing that eventually took you to start making that money?
Biggest reason I shared that I invested almost 6 months in trading small accounts. I started with 5K accounts. Before that, what I was doing, I was purchasing 50K accounts. I was trading $1,000 in my broker. And there is a saying that when you try to recover losses, for example, if you lost $2,000, when you will make $200, you will not happy with that, because in your mind you know that there's a remaining of $1,800 you have to make in order to recover that loss, right? So that was the thing. I confessed myself. I told myself that no matter how much money I lost, but whatever I will make, I will be satisfied with that. And that's the biggest change. When I made $46, that was not even one EMI, one installment of my debt I took from bank. That was double amount, but still I was celebrating that. I posted that payout certificate on my Instagram. Happily I shared, I did a party with my partner at that day when I took $46. So that small happiness with small achievement. And strategy part, obviously, but before that I was trying to make 20%, 25% monthly. But after that I was just trying to make 4 to 5%. I was going aggressive with Profirm challenge. I will not taking time that I have to risk 0.5%. I have to take 1% in order to take that 5K or 10K challenge, to pass that in 3 4 months. That was not the thing. I think Profirm traders can successful. Only going aggressive is the way. If you don't have money and you have patience, then 0.5 or 1% thing is for you. Otherwise you will make, or everyone I know making money in this Profirm industries, at least risking 2 to 3% in Profirm challenges. So that's the whole small things I added in my trading journey.
Yeah, I think it really depends on the trader, and it really again depends if the level that they're at. If you've got an edge and you know your statistics, then definitely risk a little bit more. I in my prop firm challenges, I risk 2 3%. Like, and you will sometimes the edge may not play out and you may fail an evaluation, but you're failing relatively quickly, so you can get back and you can continue, and then you can actually pass to start getting funded, and so you can actually start making money. There's a lot of different ways of doing it, and I really like, I resonate with the way that you do it because I as well, and it's a good definitely a good way. Now you're a funded trader, and there's different challenges as a funded trader. The first challenge when you're getting funded, all you need to do is just get funded. That's your first milestone. But now there's
Yeah.
different milestones and different things that come about. How do you get to the next level? What is the next level for you, and what are the problems and issues that you face now as a funded trader?
See, as a funded trader, there are so much goals people usually make whenever they are starting trading or prop firm. They are trying to make millions, or 100K with their $100 amount, $500 amount. My only goal is to make small payouts every month. Like for me, if I am making 500 $5,000 per month, that's a lot of money. I can travel anywhere I want. I can eat whatever I want, because I am a big foodie. I do eat junk food every single day proudly. I have a belly, but I don't care, because I can do the gymnasium, I can do the fitness when I am 40. But right now I enjoy the life. So basically my goal is, I never set profit targets.
Hmm.
Whatever coming, I am happy with that. Even recently I passed 5K challenge, recently I passed 100K challenge, and I am happy with both challenge. I don't care that one side I passed 100K challenge and one side I passed 5K challenge, because according to me and experienced people in perform industry, there are only difference of numbers. Psychology is same in prop firms, all challenges. Just the difference is that 100K is a six figure amount, and 5K is four figure amount. But I am happy with that. For me, the next goal is obviously to take payout after whenever I make pass the funding challenge, because I will recover the fees I invested. So my goal is only to withdraw 4 to 5% and try to uh, go in flow with that account for the long term.
Hmm. What are the tips you would give to your younger Saket? To the guy that is losing and about to put all of his money into everything, into trading and go all in, what would you say to that guy?
I will say that you need someone in your life to share all these things, because trading is lonely journey. Your parents will not support how you are going through, what you are going through, what you lost, how you will recover. You need one person, your sibling, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or your teacher, a close friend, where you can go every day and talk about what's going in your daily life. Because whenever you share something with someone, your heart feels little bit lighter. And sometimes people who are not in our field give great advice as compared to who are already in our field. And second, always, no matter what the field is, trading, content creation, or any field in the world, a business and your job, always make something exclusive. For me, when I started trading, I was thinking that, let's suppose 100 people are trading a strategy and 95% people are losing money with same strategy. Why that 5% people are making money? And the answer is they are doing something different. They have an extra edge, or they developed something with that strategy. So for me, the advice will be for younger Saket: design a plan and always go slow. Start your journey with $100. Start your journey with 5K challenge, because if you saved your money in first 2 years in your trading journey, trust me, you will do much good, much better. Because in my case, I lost everything in just 6 7 months. I didn't have any amount when I became profitable. After becoming profitable, the next issue is how you will manage the amount for from challenge, how you will manage the amount for your trading. So if you will save some money, when you are losing money in starting, or you are in break even stage, that amount will help you when you become profitable. So that's the best advice I can give to people when they are starting journey of their trading.
I want to go into more of the technical part of the interview. I want to show some of the way that you trade and some of the things that you look at, just to maybe give some people that is just trying to get, a foundation of where to look and what to look. Obviously, we're not here to give people edges, but we're here to maybe help some people that are just a little bit lost. Okay, so we're gonna pop over.
So basically, I do trade gold 95% of time on my prop firm journey, and
Mhm.
in my personal capital, I only trade Euro USD, because my personal capital is really, really, big amount for me, and I can't take risk in that pair where market is so volatile. In seconds, your SL will be done. In second, you can't able to decide how much risk you have to take, how much lot size you have to take. And as compared to XAUSD, the Euro USD chart is more stable. So that's the reason I do trade Euro USD more on my personal capital. And in gold, basically the main setup I trade is Fibonacci, and
Mhm.
this is the example of today's trade. Basically, you have to find a impulsive buying or selling. And as you can see right here, this was the trade I was planning from yesterday, and this was the entry. This was the entry we were also discussing in our yesterday's live stream. So basically, if you will mark the Fibonacci from here to downside, you can see you have three levels where people usually do trade. First is 38%, second is 50%, 61%, and I usually find 61%, 50%, and 78% a perfect entry for my Fibonacci. So if you will mark your zone from here, because you can see there are two levels in the left hand side. First is this level, which is 38%, and second is this level, which is 61%, recent support or recent resistance. This was a support which can act as a resistance. If you will go, if market will go here, that can act as downside as a resistance, right? So basically, one trade you can execute right here. But if you will see the time is right now mid of the night in India, and that's not the time I usually trade. So
Yeah.
here you can see in Asian session, when 61% zone market came, first of all you can see that there's a bearish doji candle close. That means for me, the market is not able to decide with where it wants to go. So if you will took a trade on doji candle where it break this wick, and if you are targeting 2.5 is my usually risk to reward, you can easily say that this trade was a perfect example. And if you will come to one day before of this trade example, right here, if we mark our Fibonacci zone, same one trade idea I gave in sell side, one trade idea I am giving in buy side. If you will see, you have a recent zone of 50% at this support resistance area, which can act as a support. Same thing happened right here. This area was resistance, which can, this area was support right here, which can acted as a resistance. And here you can see from 50% zone, the resistance can act as a support. So when market came here, I shifted to lower time frame, wait, yeah, so you can see that in lower time frame, you can see there is a structure happening, breaking and then retest happening of my 50% zone. So when momentum was there, I entered at 79, which is right here, and my stop loss was around 80 90 pips, and same I targeted 2.5. So basically that's the same type of trades I usually take. That's one of my setup. I trade in prop firms, which gave me a good high accuracy type of setups to clear my prop firm challenges. If you take example right here as well, you can see that here Fibonacci from top to bottom, you can see the market came to this level. If you will mark 50% zone, which is recent support, if you will mark and you will come to lower time frame, you can see that 50% zone was active, but there was no sign. The sign, the doji candle formed as 61%. So 61% is also a consolidation area in the left. You can see that there is a consolidation happening. That means there is something which is pushing market to take range of hours and hours in this area. So when this doji candle happened, same thing I did right here as well. Doji candle happened, I can see that there is a sign confirming me that market is going to same direction I want. Doji candle breakout, stop loss above zone of recent, and 2.5 risk to reward. And it's pretty simple, but it's experience and combination of different things.
So your second trade, I actually took the exact same trade, and it was a
Okay.
really fast. It was a fast trade.
Yeah.
The one that you're pointing out is actually one of the losing trades that I had, because I actually got long at the top there into resistance, and that was a big
Okay.
mistake. But you actually went short, which was fair, really good trading.
This was the
Amazing.
exact trade which helped me
This,
to pass my FundingRock phase 2 challenge.
yeah,
In
that was
like
the
I
trade
made
I was in.
4%. That was like I made 4% in one trade with like 2% of risk.
Yeah, gold likes to do this kind of consolidation in flag patterns. As soon as it
Yeah.
starts closer and closer and closer, and it starts getting really tight, the expansion is quite big. We had expansions on dailies and weeklies, and it lasted for the expansion on there lasted for weeks. So it's
Yeah.
definitely one of my favorite markets as well.
Yes.
So Sakit, tell me, where are you going from now? Give me an idea of what your goals are now for the future. And then tell me as well, what are the tips and things that you would give to other traders that are looking to get into trading and getting into prop firms?
So I already achieved what I planned. I don't have a bigger goal. I don't want to make $1 million company, to be very honest. But that's not the type of thing I do. I do hard work these days as well. I'm working in companies. I'm trying to get a stable income source instead of trading as well. I'm working in some reputed company, and I'm working really hard that company gets bigger and I can take bigger advantage. But yeah, goal is to just satisfied with whatever I have, because for me getting success is not that big. Getting a good partner was the biggest reason I am happy, because I already got someone. These days everyone is selfish, and I already got the pure diamond of my life. So my only goal is to give her a princess treatment, a life which every girl wants. So that's the reason I am working. I don't have any luxury choice. I don't want to build something. I don't want to purchase something luxury. My only goal to have a cute family and a supportive partner, which I already have.
Amazing.
And for the tip part, all the traders I want to give tips that don't ever believe on social media. Everyone here, even I want to share my losing trades, I want to share my losing part. No one is interested, to be very honest. No one wants to see losing side of mind. Everyone wants to see how much I made, how much I made, that how much profits I made. So if you will only see profits part, trust me, you will not going to make money. You have to see the reality, and reality is not every month you will make money. And don't ever think that I will only make money from trading. Yes, that is possible, but at least you need 5 years of experience in order to be a only full-time trader with trading, and you need a big source of income side by side. So for me, the biggest advice is, if you are coming in trading, try to save some money before coming trading. Trading is a money market. You need money to make money. If you are coming with $100 thinking that you will be a funded trader of 100K, that's not going to happen. You will lose 100K as well, you will lose $100 as well, and then you will be in debt in, like me, the way I was.
So do you think then prop prop over personal to start off with? You would always recommend somebody to go to a prop firm, or do you recommend them to start on a personal account? Which would you think is the better way?
See, if Profum didn't exist, trust me, I was not Trader Saket FX. I will not become Trader Saket FX. Profum is the only reason I saved my not trading journey, my life, because I was in a stage where people, just do some stuff I can't, speak publicly. People go in depression. People, wants to end their life. So Profum was there, and they were the reason I invested small amount after losing thousand of money, and Profum saved me. So if you are starting your Profum trading journey, for me only Profum is the suggestion, not personal capital. Only Profum.
Amazing. Well, thank you very much, Saket, for joining me today, and I wish you all the best in your funding trader journey and all the best in this funded account as well. Take care. That's it, traders. So if you're ready to take your evaluation, you can go in the link in the description. You can start today. But if you're here just for the content, then make sure you like and subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out on the future. Best of luck.